Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vivian. In today's video we're learning how to make this beautiful two-piece for a baby boy. You can see the upper part is having something like joining at the down part and a slit, and it has a v-neckline. For the trouser, it's having a waistband and a slit at the down part. If this is kind of video you're interested in watching, please help me like this video, drop your comment, and let's get started. So for the upper part, we are starting to cut the back first. I've already folded this fabric, and the length I have here is enough for the upper part. Then I will join something here to complete the down part. Okay, now for the width, I folded the chest divided by 4, and I added at least extra 4 inches, so I'll have enough for the cutting. So I'll start by drawing a line, a baseline here, and after that I'm going to place my tape here to mark the length of the top. So the length I have here, I marked 16 inches. The one I will join down will be about 3 inches, and that will complete the full length of the top. So now I'll mark the shoulder of my baby, which is 9 inches by 2, will give me 4.5 inches. From there I came down by 1 inch. This will serve as the shoulder slope. Now the neck width I use is 2.5 inches, and for the neck depth for the back I use 1/4 of an inch. This is for the back, and after which I went ahead to curve the neckline. From this point that I came down by 1 inch, I'm just going to go ahead and connect the line back to the neck width. So from this point, I'll mark the armhole, of which I use 5 inches because I want the armhole to be wide. You can use 4.5 if you want. I just went ahead to extend the line, and then from here I came down to join the shoulder line with the chest line. So after that, I'm going to now from here mark my chest line, divide by 4. The chest measurement is 23 by 4. Then I added extra 2.5 inches, 1 inch for sewing allowance and 1.5 inches for ease. So after that, I'm going to place my tape like this to get the midpoint of this line, of which I just marked it here. And from here, I'm just going to curve it to get the armhole curve. After that, on this line, I'm going to mark the hip measurement, divide by 4. After that, I added extra 2.5 inches again, like I added on the chest line, 1 inch for sewing allowance and 1.5 for ease, and I went ahead to connect the both lines like this. And after this, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. After cutting it, I went ahead to fold another piece of clothes. Here I folded from the right side and not the wrong side, and I marked a line here 2 inches wide. Like I said, this is the right side. I marked this shock at the right side, not the wrong side. Okay, not like normal way you fold from the wrong side. Here I folded from the right side, and I marked 2 inches to give it that design at the front. So I'm going to place the back like this, starting from where the line is marked, and I'm just going to go ahead, follow all the shape, and then cut it out. So now after cutting it, I'll remove the back side, and for this front side, I'm just going to go ahead and trim the armhole in a little. Okay, just a little, not up to half an inch, just trim a little. And now I'm going to slant my tape like this, and I came down by 6 inches. You can make it 5 inches if your baby is still a year. Okay, and after that, I came in by 1 inch like this. I'm just going to go ahead and mark the line like this, take it back to the neck width. You're not reducing the neck width, it's the same thing. Pay attention how I cut this. You can see how I'm just going to come up like this, about 1 inch. I'll cut here, and then I'm going to follow this line like this and cut the neckline out. So you're leaving a little bit of the flap up, just like 1 inch. And after cutting it, now I'm going to go over to the sewing machine, and I will make a stitch from this line like this. I'll stitch it like this, following that line, and they're stitching from the right side. So after stitching it from the right side, you can see how it is. I will now use my iron, open it up like this, and iron it very flat. You can see, just iron it very flat as it is like this. So after ironing it, now I'm just going to go ahead and join the shoulders. Place it like this, right side facing right side, and I'll stitch the shoulder. So you can see I'm done ironing it. You can see how flat it is, and I've also joined the shoulder. Now is to go ahead and fix my sleeve. If you don't know how to draft the sleeve, I have a video on my channel. Please go ahead and watch that video. It's very simple. So after drafting the sleeve, I'm just going to join it now by notching the center and placing it on the shoulder line and then stitching it. So now I'm done joining the sleeve, and I'm also gonna head to hem it. I will now cut out what I'll join at the down part to get that design. I've cut out this, and the wideness is about 6 inches when not on fold, and when you fold it is 3 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to fold it like this. I'll use ½ inch to join it to the up, and it will remain 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to place it this way after folding it, right side facing right side, and I'll go ahead and stitch it, then turn it over and top stitch. Okay, I'll do the same thing to the front and also do the same thing to the back, and that is it. I'll go ahead and do it now, come back and show us. After that, we'll now work on the neck. So after joining it, guys, this is what it's looking like. You can see that the design at the front have already come out. So I'm going to place my tape like this to measure around the neck. So we'll cut out what we use and work on the neck. So I'm just going to measure around the neck like this. Measure around the neck like this. Whatever you have, you are going to add at least extra 3 inches. So you'll be able to put it inside after sewing it. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut out the rope I'll be using to work on the neckline. To fix that rope after cutting it, now you're going to come down by ½ inch here. Just come down by ½ inch and just mark a line like this. This is where we'll start sewing. Just mark ½ inch like this. Then I've cut out this band. This is on fold like this, and it's 1.5 inches. I'll be using ½ inch to sew it on the neck, and it will remain 1 inch for the neck rope. Okay, so now I'm going to place it this way from the right side. Place it this way, starting from that ½ inch. Make sure you have extension of about 1.5 inches, okay, or at least 2 inches to make it go inside. So just place it. You're not placing it on top of that flap, okay? If you place it there, you will not get the design very well. What you do is you're going to raise this up like this, and you place this rope like this, starting from that ½ inch. Then you sew it around the neck area. Remember, you're sewing from the right side, and this right side facing right side. Okay, you sew it, you get to this point from that ½ inch again, and you backstitch. So after sewing it, this is what I have here. Now I'm going to just notch it from that place we started sewing. From that ½ inch, I'm going to notch it inside till I get to the point I started sewing. Be careful not to cut the thread. Okay, you notch this side, and you're also going to raise this place up and then notch, just like normal way we sew our V neckline. I think I have a lot of video about this neck sewing. Go through my channel, you will see a lot of video that explained it very well. I'm very sorry that it's not showing very well for you to see it, but you're just going to notch it a little to get to the point you started sewing. So after notching it, I'm going to just put this inside like this, put this one, and then raise this neck line up, and then flip this one inside as well. Then that extra inches that will left when we are cutting the neck, I'm going to place that inside as well. You can see how it's looking. You can go ahead to use your iron to iron it very well so it will become flat before you go ahead and sew it. So after doing that, after arranging it very well, we're going to turn it over to the wrong side, and you hold it like this, and then you go ahead and make a stitch like this. Just make a stitch like this. After that, you will see how the design will come out. So now that one aside, to cut out the trouser, for the trouser I've folded this material, and I've also drawn a line like this. So I'm going to place my tape like this and mark the length of the trouser. Placing my tape again, I'll mark the crotch length, which I use 7 inches. So on this waistline, I'm going to mark the hip of my baby divided by 4. So whatever measurement I have here, that's that hip measurement, is the same thing I'll be marking on this crotch line. So after marking it, I'm just going to bring this line down like this and connect it just this way. So on this crotch line, I'm going to extend it by 2 inches, starting from that line that I just marked. I just marked 2 inches, then coming up by 1 inch there. I'm just going to go ahead and curve it this way to get my crotch curve. Okay, you can use your free hand, you can use a ruler to do that. Now I'm going to place my tape like this to know the full measurement I have here. That's the hip measurement plus the 2 inches extension. Whatever I have here, I'm going to minus at least ½ inch from there. You can minus 1 inch if you don't want the trouser to be that bogus. Minus ½ inch and then mark it all the way to the hem line. And after that, I went ahead to connect the lines like this. Just use your curve ruler from here, connect it, then connect it with straight line. Here I'm going to come out by ½ inch here on this waistline, then curve it like this, connect it to the crotch line. Then now I'm going to come in by ½ inch to replace that one I removed, and then I'll use my curve ruler like this to connect it to the hip line, and then I'll go ahead and follow that shape and cut it out. So after cutting it, I'm going to fold another piece and put this front side on it, making sure I have extension at the front side because I'm going to be extending the crotch extension too. And then from before then, I'll go ahead and trim this waistline for the front. Now you're going to make sure you have at least 1 inch extra here. So after that, I'll place my tape like this and measure 2 inches from this waistline all the way to the crotch line. I'll measure 2 inches like this. Just go ahead and extend this line, and after that I'm going to also mark 2 inches on this crotch line, and that's where the 2 inches will be stopping. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and connect the lines. So from this place, I'll be marking 1.5 inches. Remember, we marked 2 inches from this crotch line all the way to the waistline, but from this part, I'll be marking 1.5 inches all the way to the hem line. And I'll go ahead and connect the lines together by curving it in small and then connecting it with a straight line. So on this waistline, I'll come up by 1 inch at least. You can make it 1.5 inches and then connect it all the way to the hip line. And then I'll follow all the shapes and then cut it out. So after cutting it, now I'll go over to sewing machine and sew this crotch line like this, both the front and the back. I'll just sew it. So after sewing it, this is what I have. Go ahead and iron it very well. I've also gone ahead to attach the pocket. I have a detailed video on how to do this pocket, so go ahead and watch it. I don't want the video to be too long. So now I'm going to place it this way, right side facing right side, and I'm going to hold it this way and stitch the side. When I get to the hemline, I'm going to be stopping at about 5 inches because I'll be adding slits. So I'll be stopping somewhere here at about 5 inches from that point to the hemline. And from here too, I'm also going to stitch and stop at the same place. Now I'm done stitching the side. You can see how it's looking. It's now left for me to hold this place. I'm going to hold this crotch area and open up this stitch. Okay, this stitching allowance, open it up like this, and then I'm going to place it this way and align it together. Then I'll go ahead and stitch from that point all the way to the hemline, and this way again I'm going to also arrange it and stitch. After that, I'll go ahead and hem it and use humming gum to dress the slit. So guys, and that is it guys. After sewing, this is what I have. I've gone ahead to attach both the waistline, okay, and the neck. You can see how it's looking. I've also put this metal here. This style is very beautiful, and I just made it for a little baby boy. I think it's unisex. A girl can also wear it. If you learned a little thing from this video, please help me like this video and appreciate it by liking it and dropping your comments. Go ahead to subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also turn on your notification button so whenever I post another video you will get notified. You can see how beautiful this dress is. You can see this down part. See you next time. Bye.